Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into an intense story about those split-second decisions that can change everything. You won't want to miss this one. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now let's get into it. Life is full of split-second decisions, moments where a single choice could shift the course of everything. What if I had taken the shot instead of passing? Would that have changed the outcome of the game? Would that have changed my entire future? These are the questions that haunt every athlete, every competitor who has ever hesitated. But that hesitation, that fleeting doubt, is what separates those who remain nameless from those who carve their legacies into history. I was just another player on the field, a second-year forward lost in the machine of the game. But deep inside, a fire burned. A hunger whispered that there had to be more than just playing my role. More than simply doing what was expected. There had to be a way to stand above the rest, to become undeniable. From the time we first touch a ball, we are taught the rules. Play as a team, trust your comrades, put the group before yourself. And yet, when you look at the greatest strikers in history, a different story emerges. The legends of the game weren't just team players, they were ruthless, selfish in their pursuit of glory. Cristiano Ronaldo once said, "Talent without working hard is nothing." He knew that talent alone wasn't enough. You had to crave the moment. You had to be willing to take the risk. The greatest strikers don't just play the game. They command it. They don't wait for an opportunity. They seize it. To be the best, you must believe that you deserve to take the shot. That belief is what sets apart the forgotten from the immortal. And yet, embracing that mindset means rejecting everything you've been taught. It means discarding the comfort of blending in, of being just another piece of the system. That's why so many fail to reach the pinnacle. They can't let go of the safety net. They hesitate. They pass when they should shoot. The fear of failure keeps them shackled, keeps them ordinary. But the truth is, failure isn't the enemy. Complacency is. Every missed shot, every moment of defeat, is simply a lesson, a stepping stone to greatness. Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career, but he never stopped taking them. He understood that success isn't about never failing. It's about never letting failure stop you. So ask yourself, who are you on the field? Are you the player who waits for permission? Or are you the one who shapes the game, who bends destiny to your will? Because in the end, the world doesn't remember the ones who hesitated. It remembers the ones who took the shot. You are the star of your own story, but only if you have the courage to act like it. There is no room for doubt. No space for hesitation. If you can't embrace that truth, then maybe you were never meant to be a striker at all. But if you're ready to take that risk, to abandon the comfort of playing it safe, then welcome. You've just taken your first step toward greatness. Change doesn't start with action. It starts with mindset. The way I think, the way I see myself, that is what must evolve. I can't stay shackled to who I used to be, to the player I was before. Progress demands destruction. To rebuild into something greater, you must first tear down what no longer serves you. The past cannot define me. If I want to move forward, I must abandon the weight of hesitation, the comfort of familiarity, and embrace the unknown with relentless determination. I'm still not where I need to be. I don't belong in the ranks of geniuses yet. If I truly want to become the greatest striker in the world, I have only one option. I must search for what I lack. I must uncover the missing pieces of my game, and I must do it now, in this moment, before the opportunity slips away. Every second on the field is a test, a chance to prove that I can evolve. And if I fail, then I was never meant to stand at the top. But if I find what I seek, if I rise above my limits, then nothing will stop me from claiming my place among the elite. When the pressure mounts, when defeat looms on the horizon, doubt begins to creep in. What are we supposed to do? How do we change our fate? No one wants to see it end like this. There must be a way forward, a path to victory. Someone, anyone, tell us how to win. But the truth is, no one is coming to save us. No outside force will hand us the answers. Victory belongs to those who carve it out with their own hands, those who refuse to accept anything less. The only ones who can change the outcome are the ones standing on this field right now. Are you all blind? Haven't you realized? Blue Lock has already won. Even if this match ends in failure, Blue Lock's impact will not disappear. If I lose, my journey may end here. I may be cast out, forgotten, erased from the future of Japanese soccer. But for the rest of you, your stories are just beginning. Universities, professional clubs, everywhere, doors will open because of what you've shown here. Your talent, your hunger, your evolution. It has left a mark that cannot be ignored. No matter what happens, the legacy of Blue Lock will live on. Stand tall, because you are no longer just players. You are symbols of the new era. The egos you have cultivated, the mindset you have embraced. This is what will change the future of the game. Japanese soccer will never be the same. And as you step forward into that future, remember this. You were forged in fire, tested in battle, and you emerged unbreakable. So stand proud, Diamond. The path ahead has already been set in motion, and it is yours to claim. Winning isn't just a goal, it's the only thing that matters. In this moment, nothing else exists. No past failures, no future uncertainties. The only thing that counts is standing on top when the dust settles. There's no consolation in second place, no pride in coming close. Either you take the victory or you don't. And if you don't, you might as well not exist. That's the reality of competition at the highest level. It's brutal, but it's also the only path for those who dare to chase greatness. There's no space for doubt, no room for hesitation. A true competitor doesn't fear losing. They refuse to acknowledge it as a possibility. Every second of hesitation is an opening for defeat, and that's not something we can afford. The hunger to win has to burn so intensely that it consumes every weakness, every excuse, every shred of the person you used to be. Because in this arena, if you're not constantly evolving, you're already dead. The past version of yourself, worthless. The present, just a stepping stone. The only thing that matters is who you are willing to become in order to reach the top. Reinvention is the price of victory. The weak cling to their old selves, fearing change, fearing the unknown. But those destined for greatness embrace transformation like a second skin. If breaking down everything you used to be is what it takes to win, then so be it. That's the mindset of champions. It's not about being comfortable, it's about being relentless. If you want to rise above everyone else, you have to be willing to sacrifice everything, your ego, your limits, even your identity. Nothing is off limits when the goal is absolute domination. Before stepping into this battlefield, I was shackled by my past, drowning in the weight of regrets. But that person doesn't exist anymore. Every grueling hour of training, every drop of sweat, every moment of exhaustion has led to this. We're not just individuals anymore. We're something far greater. We've forged ourselves through suffering, through relentless discipline, through an unyielding belief that we are meant to stand above the rest. So now, with everything on the line, do you really think we'll accept anything less than victory? Not a chance. In every great story of achievement, there's an undeniable force that propels individuals and teams forward. It's not just about having the skills or the experience. Those are merely the tools. What truly separates the great from the good is the hunger to prove oneself, to rise above every obstacle, and to claim victory no matter the odds. This hunger isn't born from an easy path. It's forged in the fire of adversity. It's that inner desire to push past limits and redefine what's possible. As Kobe Bryant once said, the moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win. This hunger is the spark that ignites a relentless pursuit of success. It's not enough to play the game. What matters is how you play it. The fire to win is more powerful than any other force when it becomes the foundation of your mindset. The U20 team, though young, embodies this very drive. While others may claim experience, it is the burning hunger for victory that sets us apart. This hunger is what pushes us to exceed expectations, even when others doubt our capabilities. It is the desire to prove that age, status, and experience are secondary to the heart and soul we put into every game, every moment on the field. As Michael Jordan wisely put it, I can accept failure, but I can't accept not trying. It's this willingness to relentlessly strive, to chase after something greater than ourselves, that gives us the courage to face the giants in our path. The hunger to win is not just a factor, it's the deciding force. This hunger doesn't simply reside in our desire for personal glory. It's shared by the entire team, the collective drive of every player, every supporter, and every individual who believes in this mission. It's the strength that binds us together, the unity that transforms talent into something greater, As a team, we understand that individual success is meaningless unless it leads to a shared triumph. This is what makes the pursuit so much more meaningful. The will to win is a collective effort. Each person brings their passion, their energy, and their sacrifice to the table. This hunger is not just individual, it's communal. Ultimately, hunger is the catalyst for transformation. It is the willingness to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. It's about transcending current limitations, embracing discomfort, and pushing yourself to the edge. It's about fighting for something greater than yourself. And when this hunger is paired with relentless effort, it becomes unstoppable. We are not simply players on a team. We are warriors with a mission, ready to face any challenge that stands in our way. Our hunger is what makes us dangerous. And it is this very hunger that will carry us across the finish line, no matter what stands in our path. Harnessing the power of ego. In the quest for greatness, there's a common misconception that ego is an inherently negative force, something that leads to arrogance, poor decisions, and a distorted sense of self. It's easy to dismiss ego as the enemy, especially when we consider its darker side, the arrogance, the selfishness, the disregard for others. However, when viewed through a different lens, ego is not the villain we often perceive it to be. In fact, it can serve as a powerful driving force that fuels personal growth and pushes us toward excellence. As long as we keep it in check, ego becomes the catalyst that propels us forward, the inner fire that ignites our ambition. This is where we must challenge conventional thinking. Instead of condemning ego outright, we can choose to embrace it and use it as fuel for self-improvement. Every great performer, from athletes to business moguls, has at some point held a strong belief in their own abilities, an ego that pushed them to reach for the extraordinary. It's this belief in oneself that acts as the foundation for greatness. As Cristiano Ronaldo famously said, "Your love makes me strong, your hate makes me unstoppable." This self-belief, often fueled by a healthy ego, drives individuals to perform at their peak and to surpass their limits. Without it, one risks stagnation, remaining trapped in the realm of mediocrity. Ego, when nurtured properly, is not about thinking you're superior to others. It's about recognizing your own worth, your potential, and your ability to shape your destiny. It's a refusal to settle for less, a commitment to pushing the boundaries of what's possible. When athletes see themselves as the best, it's not arrogance. It's a conviction that they are capable of reaching the pinnacle of their sport. And because of this belief, they rise to the occasion. The key difference between those who attain greatness and those who remain average often lies in this sense of self-belief. As motivational speaker Eric Thomas says, "When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful." This level of drive, often rooted in a healthy ego, is what separates the exceptional from the average. However, as we pursue our goals and nurture our ego, we must be prepared for resistance. The world is full of individuals who, unable or unwilling to believe in themselves, will try to dissuade you from pursuing excellence. These people, often driven by fear or insecurity, want you to conform to their level of thinking, to remain comfortable, to stay within the boundaries of the status quo. It's a difficult truth to accept, but many who lack the drive to rise above their circumstances will project their limitations onto others. It's disheartening to witness, yet it's essential to remember that this is not a reflection of your worth or ability. The key is not to succumb to negative emotions or resentment. To do so is to fall into the same trap of mediocrity that these critics are ensnared in. Instead, choose to rise above it. Understand that societal pushback is an inevitable part of the journey toward greatness. The labels will come. People will call you delusional or out of your mind for pursuing something greater than what they believe is possible. But remember, these critics are often products of the same societal conditioning that seeks to suppress greatness. The moment you decide to step outside the norm and chase your dreams, you become a target for those who are too comfortable with the average. But this discomfort is a sign that you are on the right path. Embrace it, harness your ego, and let it drive you toward the heights that others deem unattainable. Embracing the journey, defying the limits. Success has a funny way of changing the narrative. Once you achieve something great, the world often tries to explain it away, to reduce it to a story of luck, privilege, or ease. People will claim that you had an easier path, that success was inevitable for you, as if the challenges and sacrifices you endured don't matter. This shift in perception can be frustrating, but it's vital to stay grounded and focused on your own journey. The opinions of others are just noise, distractions that only serve to cloud your vision. As Steve Jobs once said, your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Keep your eyes on your purpose and the path you've chosen, because, in the end, your journey is yours alone. No one can walk it for you, and no one can define it but you. The truth is, most people don't truly take full advantage of their time here. Many settle into routines, complacent in the comfort of mediocrity, never daring to question how far they can really go. We are all born with immense potential, yet so few of us tap into it fully. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain stagnant often boils down to this one question: how far are you willing to push yourself? Don't let your mind become the limitation that holds you back. Your thoughts, beliefs, and doubts can either propel you forward or drag you down. You have the power to choose which one it will be. As Albert Einstein once wisely said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Your mind is not just a tool for understanding the world around you. It is the tool for creating your own reality. So, wield it with purpose, and let it be the bridge that takes you farther than you ever thought possible. The road to success is paved with challenges, both external and internal. It's easy to look at the world's obstacles and feel as if they're the things standing in your way. But the harsh truth is that external obstacles are often just reflections of the internal barriers we place on ourselves. Fear, doubt, and insecurity are the true enemies we must overcome. These are the real chains that bind us, not the circumstances or people around us. Every challenge is an opportunity to confront and dismantle these inner obstacles. Growth doesn't come from avoiding difficulty. It comes from embracing it, from learning to adapt and rise every time we fall. As J.K. Rowling put it, it is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. It's not about avoiding the hard times, but about choosing to rise time and time again in the face of adversity. Your mind, when harnessed correctly, is an incredibly powerful tool. It is capable of shaping your reality, of turning dreams into plans and plans into achievements. But in order to tap into this power, you must first believe in yourself and trust in your ability to achieve the seemingly impossible. Set goals that scare you, goals that challenge the very limits of your comfort zone. Pursue them with relentless determination, and refuse to be confined by the expectations that others place on you. As the great Muhammad Ali once said, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." The journey to greatness is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to embrace risk, failure, and the unknown, knowing that each step brings them closer to something extraordinary. Remember, greatness is not defined by the absence of failure, but by the ability to rise after each fall. Every setback, every failure, is simply a stepping stone on the path to success. It's in those moments that you discover your true strength, your true resilience. Embrace the process, embrace the journey, and most importantly, embrace your belief in yourself. With unwavering faith in your potential, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Keep pushing, keep striving, and never lose sight of the heights you're capable of reaching. The world is waiting for you to prove just how far you can go.